concern at this stage. He has seen every possible scenario in a playoff series, but playing against a young and extremely talented and confident Celtic team.
But starting Tristan Thompson, you recognize right away it takes Morris off of LeBron and it puts Jaylen Brown on him.
Thompson has had some good moments in these playoffs as James with his first turnover tonight. Doris mentioned the 7 turnovers. He had more turnovers than field goals. He was just 5 of 16 from the field in game 1.
But I do like that 1-3 pick and roll that they got to with Hill and James.
Jaylen Brown's first shot is good. Celtics threw a haymaker in the first quarter of game 1, had a 17-0 run led by as many as 21 in the opening period. J.R. Smith gets away from Tatum, misses the layup, but Thompson right there to clean it up. Thompson played very well in the game 7 victory against Indiana in the first round, and another strong game 1 against Toronto. Brown lost the handle, and the Celtics turn it over.
But Mike, the best thing Tristan Thompson brings to the table for this Cavaliers team is energy. His energy and effort becomes contagious. They're a different team when he's starting, what he brings to the table.
Well, for a team that has struggled defensively, pass inside from Love. James able to handle it, but couldn't finish what he wanted. Now looking to post up Tatum. There's the quick spin. Layup's good.
But again, that's Marcus Morris. His strength was able to some degree match LeBron James.
Morris had the big game 1. This is that. 21 points and 10 rebounds in his first playoff start with Boston.
And it also got Kevin Love off of Al Horford and on to Marcus Morris.
George Hill, good aggressive move to the basket. Hill had just 5 points in game 1. Now healthy again, his back spasm's better. Rozier kicks it out to Tatum. Tatum fakes, little hesitation. Brown, quick release on the 3. And Kevin Love the rebound. Celtics in game 1 led by double figures as James turns it over again. He thought it was deflected. But the Celtics led by double figures the final 42 minutes of the game. That first quarter set the tone for the entire afternoon here in Boston. Brown gets past Thompson, gets inside, and gets it to go. He led them in scoring with 23. He has their first 5 here in game 2.
And what I love about Tatum and Brown, extremely talented, no question, but they're not afraid. They are absolutely not afraid. They have the proper amount of respect and appreciation for LeBron James, but they have no back down.
Hill trying to be aggressive. Horford switching up on him. Hill drives again. The baseline blocked by Horford. Quick outlet to Brown. Brown drives on James. Morris steps into a 3. James aggressively drives to the basket. And he'll draw the foul.
So versatile and talented defensively that when your starting center can contain the other team's point guard, not one time, but a second time, and then finish it with a block.
Is in basketball, run back defensively.
On game in game 1. Remember last year in the conference finals as James misses both free throws. Horford had a nightmare series as the Celtics lost in 5 games to the Cavaliers. Tatum drives, comes up short on a layup. Celtics just 2 of 6 to start. They shot 63% in the first quarter in game 1. And James knocks down the 3.
That's a different shot when you get it going early. You get a couple of free throws, you get a drive to the cup. Coach, that's a different look.
And it's smart, no hesitation. You were talking about that.
Horford drives and finishes. James tries another 3. That's good. Remember in game 1, they missed their first 14 from downtown. And for the game, just 4 of 26. But James gets them off to a 2-2 start. 2 for 2 from three-point range. And an offensive foul called on
LeBron James. It's a rhythm shot. Steps in rhythm off the dribble penetration, gets to the spot, elevates, and the second one. This is a practice shot. You got to do a better job closing the gap. What I like, both guys, Brown and James, talking to one another after that second three.
And they switched. They put Morris on him to start this possession. It leads to a switch, but getting him back to that primary defender.
J.R. Smith with 5 on the shot clock. Harassed by Jaylen Brown. Shot clock winding down. The crossover, the step back, fires. Tristan Thompson had the rebound. Kicks it out. Kevin Love. And Horford corrals. Quick outlet again. Celtics looking to push. Tatum for 3. Once again, the energy in this building to start the game just off the charts. James will try another three-pointer. Rozier pushing. Ball caroms out to Morris. Finds Horford for a corner 3. Twelve of them were uncontested threes. They were 1 for 12 on uncontested threes. Tyronn Lue says they're the shots we want every single night. They just didn't fall.
The coach always talks about to make a miss lead.
Shot clock at 4. Love back out. James well beyond the arc. Gets the bounce and it drops in. He's now 3 for 4 from downtown. Oh, James already 11 points, and we haven't even played 6 minutes. Here's the heavyweight punch from James that Brad Stevens said would happen. Jaylen Brown, though, answers with a 3. And that's the third three-pointer for the... Kevin Love led the team in scoring in Game 1, but did not have a particularly good game. Struggled defensively against Horford. James and Morris one-on-one. James to the rim, throws it up and in. Attacking the goal after knocking down threes.
A totally different mindset. Don't want to continue to hop on it, but the facts are the facts. He's got his mind made up to be in attack mode from the jump.
What a difference a game makes, as you would expect. The desperate Cavaliers coming out strong as Horford misses. Cavs at 18 total points in the first quarter of Game 1. They've got 19 already. James right back to work on Morris and foul. He'll be able to tell his kids one day about guarding LeBron James.
Say this, and I'm sure you'll agree, Coach. The credit goes to Marcus Morris, but it wasn't just him individually that did the job against LeBron and the Cavs in Game 1. It was collectively their mindset.
And he was the first one to say that, Mark, after the game as well. Marcus Smart has come on. Morris shoots over Kevin Love. Jump shot in and out.
And I think Tristan Thompson, as Mark said earlier, his energy and his effort has been a big factor in this start.
Down, help get another possession. James, corner jumper. LeBron James exploding here to start. He's got 16 of their 22 points.
Just like that screen there, though. If that was a pass that led to a shot, there would be a stat for that. That screen led directly to that mid-range shot.
Smart, nice pass. Baines finishing. James was looking to post up. Morris all over him. The two are wrestling each other. Now Smart switches off. Morris looking to come down. Instead, James picks up his dribble. Shot clock winding down. James falling away. A 3. Oh, it's good. LeBron James, 19 points already. And that's his 4th three-pointer. Foul call on George Hill.
But if that's the shot it's going to take to beat them, then I am concerned if I'm their coaching staff. We got to do better than that.
George Hill does a good job poking it away from Baines. James steps into a 3. That one short. Baines has... Smart to Horford. Brown left wide open. Three-pointer. Got it. 21-year-old Jaylen Brown. Another 13-point first quarter in a conference final. And Smart says yes, good call. Jaw-dropping start for LeBron James here in the opening period. Everything going down. 7 of 9 from the field. He's got 19. Cavs by 5. Blown out 3 times. Game 1 against Indiana, Game 6 against Indiana, and Game 1 against Boston. And you saw he's averaging 41 a game in those 3. As Larry Nance has come on. James drives on Jaylen Brown. Splits the defense, can't get to the ball, and chips it in with the left hand.
Ty Lue upset, felt like there was an awful lot of contact on LeBron James.
Because of his strength, he doesn't get the same 2 hands on a drive calls, the benefit of the doubt, because he plays through the contact so easily.
Jaylen Brown launches one, Korver the rebound. James with 21 points. That's tied for the most points he scored in any quarter in any playoff game.
And Larry Nance in too, so this is different rotation.
James backs it against Jaylen Brown, falling away in the baseline, misses that one. Semi Ojeleye has come on for the Celtics. Jaylen Brown fell down. Brad Stevens thought there should have been a foul call.
Well, and Cleveland thinks that should have been a defensive 3-second call. Bain just hanging out in the lane.
Marcus Smart goes at George Hill. Excellent defense, but still gets it to Baines. Hill defended him beautifully, but the strength of Smart took the ball back.
That's the second big-time play he's made, dishing the basketball on the drive.
Ojeleye gets caught on a screen. James three-pointer. That one's short. He's taken 13 shots here in this opening period. He's made 8 of them. Brown drives and draws the foul on Jeff Green.
Looked like he landed.
Yeah, that's a bad call. That's a jump ball right there.
That's what Hill.
Not everybody can deliver when that opportunity is given them. Tatum and Brown can handle it and more.
Well, despite the spectacular start from LeBron James, Boston only down by 4. Hill finds Korver. Korver coming off the bench. Green fires away. That misses. And Tatum the rebound. Final seconds. No fouls to give here for the Cavs. Tatum the crossover. Stripped, lost the ball. Picked up by Korver. And that will end the opening period. A brilliant start for LeBron James. 21 points.
For the second consecutive game, a strong start by Jaylen Brown. What's to be done with him?
I mean, he's making some tough shots. I know he's improved his three-point shooting, but he came off a couple pin downs, a couple off the dribble, and we just got to get to him and just know where he's at. He's making shots right now. Yes, ma'am.
Mike.
Thank you, Doris. Aaron Baines could not quite get it. Baines, they blow the whistle. Plays still trying to wrestle the ball from each other. I think just they're each trying to hang on to it. Meanwhile, Tyronn Lue and Brad Stevens might have been saying the same thing. They just met at half court and smiled. That's just good, hard-nosed, give me that ball, playoff action.
And I like that they're not even going to take a look at it. That's the right way. That's playoff basketball. And Stevens is an outstanding coach, and Tyronn Lue has been an outstanding coach from day one. He has won 62% of his games in the regular season, and he's been the back-to-back champion.
I've grown weary of him not getting the credit as Korver makes a 2.
That foul, by the way, was on Tatum. That's 2 on Tatum. Korver now 3 points off the bench. Cavs back up by 7. Rozier, Smart, Ojeleye, Tatum, and Baines out there for the Celtics. Rodney Hood has come on for Cleveland. He played aggressively in game 1 after struggling in the Toronto series. As Terry Rozier nails the jumper.
And George Hill has played the whole way, Mike, and I think they're trying to keep either Hill or James on the court so Clarkson doesn't have to be.
Hill has also been dealing with back spasms. You want to make sure he stays loose. He missed 3 games Saturday. IUPUI. Missing the second free throw. Hill, who's had a lot of heartache in the playoffs at the expense of his teammate LeBron James, who's beaten him a number of times when Hill was with the Pacers. Rozier, back out Tatum. Tatum, nice little fake. two-pointer. Shot won't go.
But that was good effort by Jeff Green to run Tatum off the three-point line and make him take a long two.
Rodney Hood was aggressive in game one looking for a shot. Korver, quick catch and release, and hits. Kyle Korver, barely touched his hand before he shot it. And he's got 6 points off the bench.
Good play by Hood, though.
And Brad Stevens upset. You got to stay connected to Kyle Korver. Immediately talks to Marcus Smart.
A foul away from the ball. It's going to go into Cavs. He fails to score in double figures. They're just 2 and 4. They've needed his three-point shooting and just his spacing. Horford back in. Double team. Flips it up and in. 7 points for Al Horford.
To the credit of both teams, this is a more intense game from both sides than game one.
Well, the Cavs didn't participate in that intensity in the first quarter of game one. Korver line drive. That won't go. Long rebound, Ojale.
But that's a mistake by Smart going under the dribble handoff, which gives Korver the space he needs.
Tatum has Hood on him. Hood has struggled defensively in these playoffs. Tatum tries to take advantage and does. Tough shot for his first field goal.
Well, get used to watching this Celtic team. They're going to be around for a long time.
Green spins, layup, missed it. Rebound, Ojale. Smart pulls up. That was a two-pointer as Rodney Hood grabs the board. Both teams shooting in the mid-40s. 44% for the Celtics, 46 for Cleveland. Green deflected by Tatum and stolen. 1 on 3. Tatum to the basket, layup, missed it. Horford's tip won't go. George Hill throws it up and Nance misses it. Couldn't quite dunk it and couldn't get it to go down as Rozier brings it quickly in the front court. Horford's got Korver on him. Instead, Rozier throws it away. That's 4 Celtic turnovers. Rodney Hood. And a blocking foul called on Ojale.
That's an offensive foul.
Yeah, no, I was wrong on that.
Respect.
Korver again. Kyle Korver from downtown. The Cavaliers, their three-point shooting has been so important for them all season long. And here they are, 6 for 12 in game 2. Tatum gets past Nance. Scoop layup is good. Not in any rush. He takes his time. He said growing up, his dad made him watch Paul Pierce film and study Paul Pierce. The same type of player, was never in a rush to get where he had to go. And Tatum says part of his game is modeled after Pierce, courtesy of his dad. Shot clock winding down. James falling away from the corner, missed an air ball. Here comes Rozier. And a whistle and a foul to prevent that fast break. That won't count.
Oh, all he wanted to do was talk about maybe one day meeting Kobe Bryant.
That was his favorite player growing up in St. Louis. That's why he started playing basketball and knocks down the three.
Maybe we get a chance for Kobe Bryant to break down this young fella. One of those outstanding pieces that he does.
Korver gets another good look, and Korver connects. Kyle Korver, 11 points in 7 minutes off the bench. And as we said, they're undefeated in the playoffs when he scores in double figures. Tatum pulls back. Tristan Thompson guards him. Tatum jump shot. Got it! Jason Tatum erupting here in the second quarter. He scored their last 9. James again. He's now 9 of 15 from the field.
And another good screen by Tristan Thompson.
Jeff, you said it. Thompson, he does so much for this team. Long distance shooters, really, in the history of the game.
And he's tougher and better defensively than most people would assume.
Stands out. He just competes. He just competes every single night. Understands his weaknesses, but he gets after it.
Kevin Love steps back. Second field goal for Love.
And he's got good size. You know, he's a big 6'8".
Tatum. Boy, Tristan Thompson, for a big man, does a nice job on the perimeter. Horford catches, shoots over J.R. Smith, but can't hit. Smart with a steal. Tatum.
It's good transition defense, and then they leave Rozier wide open.
Morris trying to keep it alive, but Love tips it away from him, and Thompson grabs the board. 5 rebounds for Tristan Thompson. And a moving screen called on Thompson. Morris spinning. Tough fall away shot there. In and out. Love releases down the other end. Layup. Count it and one. LeBron James.
But a tremendous rebound. A hesitation by Morris to get back. The chest pass on target.
Those were the numbers in game 1 for Kevin Love. He's got 7 points, 4 boards here in the first half tonight. Largest lead here in the first half, 10-point advantage. Rozier at his lowest point total of the playoffs in game 1 and gets tied up.
I can remember.
We'll go down the list a little bit.
You're going to get to Tristan Thompson defending the pick and roll with the Warriors. That's a tall task. Not many
agree
can do
with
it. Man, this guy is disrespectful.
Jaylen Brown had to shoot that up with a shot clock winding down.
No, I'm respectful of why they have the jewelry. And that's on the list.
James drives. A little out of control.
James in the face. That's a foul. It's nothing dirty, but it's a foul.
So Tatum with 3 fouls. James slowly walks. Well, just 15 points. Gershon Yabusele, a rookie from France, has come in. Again with Tatum on the fouls. Morris the rebound. And he's fouled. I believe J.R. Smith hit him. And again, shoulder to the face. Has him going back to the locker room after a brilliant first half performance.
It's back into this ball game.
Three and a half left, second quarter. Marcus Smart goes, shot blocked, but a foul. And James just getting back to the locker room. Also his biggest critic, lets him know when he's not doing something right on the court.
I've been there before.
Then at halftime, he's going to get a text. Stay with Korver off those baseline screens.
Just know we're thinking about you and praying for you also.
Boy, George Hill runs into a couple of players. Kevin Love steps back, jump shot misses. Look at Thompson battling. Horford takes it away. Ball tipped out to Hill. But this has turned into a very physical game, as you'd expect.
And here's where George Hill's got to be a point guard and make sure they get good offense.
Love. Greg Monroe guarding him. Love can't hit.
And they've got to go at Monroe's feet, either on pick and rolls or individually off the dribble.
Monroe gets inside. Oh, it's blocked by Green. Knocked out of bounds. Last touch by the Cavs.
Hoya crime right there. Jeff Green. Boom.
Now let's get a stop, Red. Now let's get a stop, Red.
Thompson, a starter on an NBA championship team, has the ring from 2016 with the Cavs.
That's LeBron's ring, according to Jeff Van Gundy.
Hold it. Come on, you're going to dispute now that he had the most impact?
No, that can't be disputed.
J.R. Smith can't hit. Kevin Love another rebound. Back up and in. As we send it over to Doris.
Mike, I just ran into Kobe Altman, who was in the locker room with LeBron James. He said that hit led to a neck strain for LeBron James. He is available to play. I said, any concern, Kobe, about a concussion? He said no. Guys?
Thanks, Doris. And James waiting to check back in. Monroe got hit. Monroe hits the first. Monroe playing for his third team this year. Played 26 games with the Celtics in the regular season. He's only played in 8 of the 13 playoff games so far.
Well, I'm the Cavs. I'm putting Greg Monroe in pick-and-roll action, and that's exactly what they're looking to do.
James gets it inside to Thompson.
He just doesn't have the mobility. He's a very good offensive player, good hands, good rebounder.
Lost it, but picked up by Brown. Brown flips it up and in. Jaylen Brown with 16 points.
And to combat this right now, I believe Boston, for the first time, is going to a zone. You can still put him in the pick and roll, though.
James spins against Brown, leans in, and draws the foul. Shot won't go.
Pocket pass to a rolling Tristan Thompson.
But
I'd be surprised.
yeah, I would be too. I don't even like that idea.
He's shooting for the playoffs. He's shooting 75% from the line. Lead back to 10. He's got 25. Smart. Morris drives on James, gets inside, banks it home. The Celtics felt that was one of the keys in game 1 to make LeBron James work on the defensive end. Love, nice little fake. Brown recovers though. Jeff Green left open. And Green hits the three-pointer. That's their 7-3 of the first half.
But against that little semi-zone, what made that open shot for Jeff Green was Kevin Love moving without the basketball, taking the defense with him.
This equals the largest lead. Monroe dives on the floor. Gets it out to Marcus Smart. Ball slips out of Smart's hands. Now Morris drives. Morris off the glass, banks it home. Tyronn Lue thought Smart with a steal. Throws it ahead to Morris. Back-to-back buckets. Smart comes up hobbling after the play. He's in some pain, holding that left knee. Shot clock is turned off. Celtics do not have a foul to give. James throws it away, but Horford could not hold on. Out of bounds, Celtic ball with 9/10 of a second. Morris from three-quarters court. And that will end the first half of game 2.
Listen, LeBron went off. The rest had 31. It's our job to keep wearing on LeBron. I said, what about Korver? Anything you want to see different? He said, we made some mistakes. I said, anything specific? He wouldn't let me know that, Mike.
Oh, those coaches.
Well, there's no secret.
Half from LeBron James, and you're only down 5 to start here in this third.
You're feeling good. But James only played 18 minutes.
James gets inside left-handed and just muscles his way to the rim.
They've got to keep Marcus Morris on. And you got to shrink the floor. That's too easy.
But when they got that switch with Tatum on him, he's just too light to really impact his post move.
Horford misses. And Tristan Thompson and his physical play and his energy, a big plus for the Cavaliers. Getting the start as Kevin Love throws it away. And the Celtics undefeated on their home floor during the playoffs. They're 8-0, including that 25-point win in game 1. Nice feed inside, and Jaylen Brown throws it down with authority.
And those are the game plan layups that you just cannot give up. A little flex cut gives you an uncontested dunk.
Hill brings it back out. You watch these Celtics, they talk so much defensively as Thompson lays it up and in. That's one of the things LeBron James said after game 1. He gave the Celtic defense a lot of credit, and he said the communication was impressive. Morris drives on Love. Bank shot won't go.
Well, Mike, that communication doesn't just happen in game 1 of Eastern Conference Finals. It's all year.
Kevin Love. Nice play off balance on the feet inside. Lead back up to 9. Brown puts it on the floor, drives on James, kicks it out Rozier. Horford left open. Horford way off.
But I like how Jaylen Brown is going at LeBron James. There, drove that ball, created an extra pass that led to a wide open 3 by Horford. He just missed it.
Love spin, knocked it out of bounds. Well, you guys have
LeBron James, you got to have guys who have the physical strength and the toughness to at least fight.
Ball goes out of bounds. Celtics. Rozier's been quiet offensively, just 2 points and an assist in 18 minutes. He's been so vital in this playoff run, and right on cue, goes to the basket, lays it up and in.
He's got to understand he's got to take pressure off this Celtic offense by looking to be more aggressive than he's been thus far.
James to Thompson. Thompson bumps into Baines. The officials have done an excellent job letting them play. There's been a lot of contact with not a crazy amount of whistles as Thompson misses.
Too many of these possessions are not where LeBron James is attacking, though.
Brown attacks and finishes. Goes right at J.R. Smith. Timeout, Cavaliers. James guarded by Rozier. Again, that turnaround fall away, missed that one. Jaylen Brown quickly races up the floor. Goes back in, trying to draw the foul. Morris gets a good look. That's a 3. But Brown he gets the ball and pushes it and just forces the defense to do something. Of the game. Morris not looking to come out. Horford inside to Brown against Hill. Foul line jumper. 30 points for James in just 22 minutes. Thompson trying to set a screen. Morris trying to say he kept. Kyrie Irving up off the bench cheering him on. Rozier in the starting lineup because of Irving out for the season with a knee injury. Love misses. Follow won't go. Thompson tips it up and in. The energy of Tristan Thompson once again. Rozier left open. Got it. 3-pointer for Terry Rozier. 7 points in the last couple of minutes.
When he's got it going, he's got a different bounce, handling that basketball up the floor. Feeling good right now.
He has been one of the stars of this postseason. Kevin Love drives, double team, kicks it out in the corner for J.R. Smith. Smith can't answer. Ball taken by Rozier. Rozier high steps to the basket. He draws the foul. A chance to tie the game at the free throw line.
And when they can get out with even numbers or better, they've been able to get wherever they've won.
First year he played a lot in the G League, and he has shined on the playoff stage. Top shine, long 3. Morris the rebound. Love's going to try a 3-pointer, and he answers. Kevin Love with his first 3-pointer. Cleveland now 9 for 19 from downtown after that awful 3-point performance in game 1. Shot clock down to 5. Morris goes right at Thompson. Counted and 1. And Morris yells into Thompson's face.
We'll see as we go to replay, there's some action on the floor, but allows Morris to get to his right hand. Morris takes the contact, scores the hoop.
Thompson and Morris still jawing at each other. I think we're going to see double technicals. Mike Callahan tells him to knock it off. Morris completes the three-point play.
Everything right now for the Celtics is at the basket, attacking.
Morris and Rozier have come alive here in the third for the Celtics. Baines switches up on James. James drives, runner. Nice soft touch. 32 for LeBron James.
But defensively, if you're the Celtics, you live with that shot. That's just a great shot by a great player. That's good defense.
Jaylen Brown catches it between two defenders, and he's fouled.
You've done your job defensively. Look at how Horford playing center field. They shrink the floor, and Baines stays in front of him. You live with that.
It's the same type of shot from a different angle that he made to win Game 3 in Cleveland against Toronto. That's really hard. But I really think the shot quality for Boston right now is better than the shot quality for Cleveland.
Marcus Smart well beyond the arc. Hits a three. And the Celtics regain the lead. Big third quarter for the Boston Celtics. They've outscored the Cavs 26-16. Terry Rozier 11 points here in the third. He only had 2 at halftime. Beautiful pass and the foul.
Lifted up high on the weak side.
LeBron James not only the all-time leading playoff scorer, he's number 3 all-time in playoff assists. Only Magic Johnson and John Stockton. There's Marcus Smart with a beautiful assist right there to Baines.
And I just don't think the Marcus Smart pick and roll should be as lethal as it is, but he has done an outstanding job making plays.
James tries it again. This time Love doesn't get to it. And a turnover. Korver turned his head. Smart drives inside, nearly throws it away, but Baines hangs on to it. Rozier to Smart, corner 3. Baines tipped too hard. Morris tip won't go, and Green wrestles down the rebound. Green left open, now shoots, and can't hit, and Brown the one-handed board.
That's a great decision by, I believe, Rozier. As the ball swings, he didn't rotate to Jeff Green. He stayed with Kyle Korver, and if a 3 was to be made, he'd rather it be Jeff Green. That's intelligent defense.
Baines tries a 3. It's good! Aaron Baines, who's become a three-point marksman here in these playoffs, hits another.
He's their leading three-point shooter in the playoffs, percentage-wise.
Can you say that again?
He is their leading three-point shooter, percentage-wise.
That's his 10th 3 of the postseason. Korver, that won't go. Rozier the rebound. Largest lead of the game for the Celtics as we approach 2 minutes remaining here in the third. Rozier straight on 3. Kevin Love battles well for the rebound. He's got 11 boards. Love has played a good game tonight.
James had a chance to crack him in transition like the Celtics are doing to them. He's just not putting it on the floor.
Love shooting with confidence, knocks down another.
Series. Kevin Durant isolated all night, as did James Harden. Durant's ridiculous, as is Harden.
I agree. I agree.
Horford back to Smart. Smart to the basket. Wild shot. Bank shot is good. Marcus Smart with a big impact here in this third quarter. He's got 7 points and 7 assists. James back to Korver. Shot clock at 7. James on the drive. Shot clock winding down. Bank shot misses. Smart the rebound. A hit to Tatum. Pass was a little low and Tatum brought it back out. Rozier wide open. Puts it in. A three-pointer for Terry Rozier. 14 points here in this third quarter.
Give the Celtics a lot of credit. They have turned it up. The Cavs defense has been absolutely awful.
A 14-point turnaround in the period as Love misses. Cavs led by 7 earlier in the quarter. Now they trail by 7.
Am I the only one that realizes that Terry Rozier has on different sneakers? You're going to wear 2 different sneakers. You got to play the way he's playing.
And a foul's going to be called against Kevin Love.
He was too passive early on, but he has certainly turned it on since.
LeBron, excuse me, it's only the 14th foul. Catches it back. Drives on James, gets into the paint, scoop layup off the glass, won't go. Nance the rebound, final seconds. Nance to Green. Green hoists it up, and that would not have counted. And the third quarter comes to an end. And what a quarter for the Celtics. They outscore the Cavs 36-22.
The half you wanted to just continue to wear on LeBron. So what will you live with here?
We just got to challenge everything, make it as hard as possible. And then on the other end, keep moving it. Let's not settle. We got some good looks and we got it side to side a little bit.
Mike.
All right, Doris off the steal. Smart ahead to Ogilvy. Round pick who played a lot of important minutes for them this year. The impressive Jason Tatum as Ogilvy hits a pair.
If you look what Brad Stevens talked about, LeBron having a great night, shutting everybody else down. The starting backcourt for the Celtics has outscored the starting backcourt for the Cavs 36-3.
Wow. Korver misses the three-pointer. Meanwhile, James had 21 in the first quarter, was unstoppable. He's had 11 since then. Smart inside to Monroe, gathers and finishes. Boy, Marcus Smart has made some gorgeous passes. That's his 8th assist of the night. And it causes Tyronn Lue to call a timeout less than a minute.
No question about your effort, your mental stability. It should be whether we're just good enough on a certain night. From shooting it.
11 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Kyrie Irving's team that he went to and left you would be on his way to a 2-0 lead. Without Kyrie Irving and their big-time free agent signing, you think they was crazy.
It has been an improbable run considering their 2 star players. Hayward in the first game of the season. Irving in March, done for the rest of the season. Ball poked away. By the way, played in 60 games this year. And early in the season, he was phenomenal. Was one of those early MVP candidates. Foul on the entry pass there.
And stronger than Larry Nance.
By the way, you saw Shane Larkin next to Irving. Larkin's still out with a shoulder injury. He's been a good backup guard for the Celtics this year. Smart pull-up jumper. And James the rebound. Mark James was so aggressive early in this game as George Hill gets a good look for 3. That won't go. He's not been attacking since that first quarter. Now he took that hard shot, had to go back to the locker room on the shoulder from Tatum. I wonder if that had anything to do with him not being as aggressive.
Well, you can only look at his history. There's been times where he's been aggressive and then a little passive or tentative on the offensive end. And he's an all-time great player. And the concern is, if this was Michael Jordan or Kobe Bryant, their foot would be on the gas pedal right now. They're going down shooting.
Smart misses that three-pointer. James this time attacks. The fall away at the elbow. That rolls off the rim. Monroe the rebound. Monroe wants it again with Nance guarding him. Rozier fires up a 3. And that will go out of bounds. Brad Stevens, I do not think like that possession.
Got to be 5 or 6 at least because of all the switching.
Ogilvy, Smart, Tatum, Morris, Brown. Horford's picked them up as well.
And now Monroe has him.
James gets past Monroe. Layup, count it, and 1.
Take advantage of your matchup.
When you have the chance, you got to get a blow by and draw fouls. And then other guys can get involved as help comes.
First Cavalier point and 30th playoff game. But he struggled at the free throw line. Hits that one. He's 4 for 9.
And let's give Boston credit. 4 turnovers tonight.
Tatum.
Do we know what the record is for least amount of turnovers in a playoff game?
Morris misses. Jeff Green, the rebound. Smart knocks it away. Tatum pull-up jumper short. Rebound Horford.
That's just being outworked.
Marcus Smart does that pretty much every night. Brown inside. Banker won't go, and James the rebound. Oh, and Kevin Love, a hard screen. And Jaylen Brown goes down hard. Kevin Love, line drive, shot won't go. Horford throws it ahead. Brown goes underneath, goes right at Love, and draws the foul.
Got the ball. My goodness, I feel better. It's a good legal screen.
Looked like he's down for the count.
Paul playing at Minnesota and was out of action. And then he had a hamstring injury earlier in the playoffs and missed a game.
That's outstanding quickness, and I wasn't talking about Jaylen Brown. I'm talking about the ball boy that got out of there.
Yes, it was.
Now it's ball adults. We don't even have ball boys anymore. We got like full-fledged adults out there. We got a guy who's balding out there sweeping the floor.
What are you doing, man?
Come on. Foul on Marcus Smart.
I think he's a year away from his pension.
Pass deflected and stolen by Horford. Horford back inside of Morris. One pass too many for the Celtics, although LeBron James' hustle forced that turnover.
And those are the plays you got to make. Get back into the picture, and good things happen. You never know.
The Cavs eye roll each other more than a couple in a bad marriage.
Korver can't hit. Tatum the rebound. And that turnover, as Jeff alluded to earlier, it's only the 5th turnover for the game. But I was very close to a backcourt violation. Smart drives past Hill, gets inside, triple team, and draws the foul.
Living in the paint.
Do you have a stage name?
No.
Notorious.
11-point lead for Boston. James steps back, fires, can't hit. And a loose ball foul is going to go against Boston, I believe, against Marcus Morris. Cheered tonight by his brother Markieff, who's in attendance. Markieff of the Washington Wizards. James to Korver. Korver to Green. Green, tough pass, shot clock at 7. James way outside, can't hit. Rebound fought for and taken that time by Morris. Morris against Love, fakes, Banker, misses. James threads the needle again. Gorgeous pass to Jeff Green. Celtics wanted to travel. James with his 11th assist. 35 points, 9 rebounds. 9-point game, 6.5 remaining. Brown spins, double team. Horford has to put it up. Nearly banks it in. Smart gives him another possession. Tatum inside. Smart on the follow. Banks it home. Oh, what a play from Marcus Smart.
He has a natural energy and intensity and competitive spirit, as Love with the beautiful dunk off a pass by James. But Marcus Smart, no great one skill except the skill of intensity, energy, toughness.
11 points, 8 assists, 5 rebounds, and the usual tough defense. Shot clock at 8. Jaylen Brown against Korver. Spins. Korver harassing. Brown misses. Second effort. Banks it home. It's back to 11. Brown's got 21.
That's just bad defense. You're looking for the referees to bail you out. Give this Celtic team credit.
By the way, Brown 23 for the second straight game in these conference finals. James counted and won. There's the aggressive move to the basket. He's got 37.
We talked about the future. These young guys are flat out playing. Kyle Korver looking for the charge. Jaylen Brown just making plays. And speaking of making plays, we're going to have to see more of this if you expect the Cavs to come back.
Play opportunity.
James hits the free throw. Smart taken out of the game. Got a nice ovation. Rozier is back in. Baines also back in for the Celtics. Tatum sees an opening. Baines back up top to Rozier. Shot clock at 4. Horford sets, fires, misses. And Kevin Love with his 13th rebound. 8-point game. Still plenty of time for the Cavs. James, foul line jumper, got it. 40 for LeBron James. They've trailed by as many as 11 here in the fourth, but there's still 4.5 remaining.
And they have Love guarding Marcus Smart.
Brown tied up in the corner, pass deflected, finds its way to Horford. And then a foul is called. This was 2008 against the Celtics, the year Boston won the title. Just a little bit of a shove.
Well, it does disrupt his rhythm and
Final 0 for 6 from downtown. Free throws critical right now. Celtics 15 of 17 from the free throw line. The lead back up to 8. Love surveying, back up J.R. Smith. Smart moving his feet, gets in front. Smith trying to draw a foul, fires away, misses the shot. Rebound, Horford. Excellent defense there from Marcus Smart. What a performance he's put on. And the crowd on their feet here at the TD Garden. Alley-oop. And Horford got fouled as he goes crashing to the parquet floor. Oh, and Smart going at J.R. Smith.
because I think Smart believes that they pushed Al Horford while in the air.
Clearly flagrant.
Yep.
And if you're the leadership, which is Marcus Morris is doing and the leaders for the Celtics is doing right now, okay.
Ball, though.
Well, you can't say definitely.
No, this is a definite.
It should be.
Agree more with not this one particular flagrant, and that the risk of bigger chances for injury than being vulnerable in the air and pushed with two hands from behind. If that's not flagrant two, I don't know what a flagrant two foul should look like.
That's clearly flagrant two, and that's a brawl in the park. That's the end of the game in the park.
Well, Horford takes care of the free throws with just over 3.5 remaining. It's back up to 10. Horford inside, count it, and one. There's your answer from Al Horford. And the Celtics with their largest lead of the game.
And this is how you respond. Settle down, fellas. I'll handle it on the block. Get me the basketball, I'll make a play.
You rarely see that kind of emotion. 13 points, 8 rebounds for Horford. Misses that one. His dad, Tito, cheering on his son, a former NBA player himself. Jeff Green, thrown away, picked up by Brown. Finds Rozier, threw it behind him, layup blocked by James. Oh, what a sensational block. Ball was behind him and nearly made a sensational play.
That could easily have been goaltending.
That's a great block.
Tatum straight on. Coming up on 3 minutes remaining. LeBron James has his triple-double now with that rebound. And an offensive foul is called against Cleveland. Smart to Horford. Horford, that's a two-pointer, knocks it down. Big fourth quarter for Al Horford. 8 of his 15 points here in the fourth, and a steal as well. Horford back to Smart. Brown for three. Cavaliers with just 12 points here in this fourth quarter. James spins, drives, and banks that one home. 42 for LeBron James. Marcus Smart, one of 6 Celtics in double figures. Horford goes right at Korver, the runner in the lane, rolls around, won't go. Horford gets the rebound, surrounded, out to Rozier. Back out Horford. Rozier to the basket, banks it home. Timeout. Cavaliers. Celebration underway here in Boston.
Put my name on the screen.
They didn't put my name on
No,
it?
I didn't see it.
So Tyronn Lue has emptied his bench. Al Horford capping off a fantastic 4th quarter with a blocked shot. The Boston Celtics are going to take a 2-0 lead in these Eastern Conference Finals. What a dominant second half from the Celtics. Shot clock at 3. Rozier's going to have to put it up. Step back, fires. Green drives, and he's fouled by Smart.
Deteriorated through the course of the game. Fight as hard as you can. If you can turn it and win 4 or 5, go to the finals, great. And even if you can't, feel good about how you went about losing in the Eastern Conference Finals.
Well, LeBron James, of course, has dominated the Eastern Conference playoffs. Last 7 going to the finals, looking for his 8th consecutive finals. The shot clock expires. Nader puts it in. And as we said, it's going to be the first time since 2008 he was down 0-2 in an Eastern Conference playoff series. Now they're going home where they've played much better this year and where the Celtics have been up and down on the road in these playoffs. But right now, Boston, such a confident team, playing so well together, dominating with their defense.
The coach has been consistent. He said he felt the Celtics were the better team. I wasn't so sure.
Their strength all season. They'll also stay undefeated at home. Boston now 9-0 in the playoffs here on the parquet floor. A brilliant second half from the Boston Celtics. Again, another one of those total team efforts. So many had a big hand in it. LeBron James, a 42-point triple-double, but not enough.